I think that's really important, especially you were telling me on the phone earlier when we were talking about the stem cell patches. I'd really like to get a couple of those. Like they are, I don't know how long you have to use them for or whatever, but like, can you talk about that process and how it heals the body? And, you know, because I have a lot of different things going on that I probably could use it for, honestly. Like I have skin that's starting to itch that like feels like there might be like skin cancer there. I have my liver's fucked up. Like, you know, I have like a plethora of problems. I'm only 43 years old, so I shouldn't be having these problems. I don't know what's wrong. Like, you know, but I'm trying to find, because so many people give you so much information. I'm trying to find the best thing for my situation, for what would be, you know, what would help me the most, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, things really start changing. I've been using these patches for about 14 months, and everything started changing. I mean, you can look at my old and new videos, like, you know, I mean, I got videos of 13 years ago on my channel. And you can probably tell by looking that I'm a younger man, but so much healthier, vibrant, and just changed. These stem cell activation patches, they activate the body's ability to create its own stem cells. So you don't have, it's not a $30,000 stem cell treatment. Stem cell stuff really works because the stem cells will go into where there's cell damage in the body, and it will start repairing it. There's a system in the body that when cells are damaged, they send out a chemical signal in the bloodstream that there's damage. And so if your body is producing enough stem cells like it's supposed to, and they stop producing, dramatic decrease in stem cell production after 40. It's like, and so we get old and we start getting all kinds of ailments and Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and MS and rheumatoid arthritis and that's all kinds of shit, diabetes, all this stuff. What it really is, it's cell damage in the body. What's causing the damaged cells, we don't know, but it's like millions and billions of cells are being damaged in such a way that it's damaging, one, the organs in the body, the skin, you know, the liver, the kidneys, the heart, all that. But it's also damaging the systems. The systems are dependent, like the respiratory system, nervous system, circulatory system, immune system. These all depend on healthy cells being regenerated. If you can't regenerate those healthy cells, your immune system is going to start getting weaker. You're going to start being susceptible to cancer because the body has built-in things to prevent the body from getting cancer. But those systems can break down if the cellular structure breaks down because of the various things that cause cell damage. We call it oxidative stress. It's called oxidative stress because it's oxygen molecules, called free radical oxygen molecules, that get into the body through food, through environment, through breathing. And if you get too many of these free radical oxygen molecules in the body, they steal the electrons, literally. The electron balance is off on these radical fucking electrons and atoms and molecules of oxygen. So they radically go in and rip off electrons from our healthy organs, our healthy cells. And that, it's like rust. It's like, it causes oxidative stress or oxidation, rust on the cells, but massively. And it's damaging the cells of the organs and systems in the body that create hormones and create the right fully functional systems all through the body. So if you could get some like stem cell activation patches, it activates the body's own ability to create its own stem cells. No injections necessary. It costs about as much as a good vitamin regimen monthly. And you got to take it every month. You know, I got results in like the first week. Profound. I mean, the aches and the pains and the old stiff and all that shit start going away, and I can start jogging again, and I start feeling it real quickly. But over the last year, it's like all kinds of things have repaired, and I've got more vitality and energy, and you know, fully alive. I'll be 75 fucking years old. in about 6 months.
No way you look 75 years old. You just do not look, you do not act or anything like 75 years old. But my mom is 70 and she's in good shape too. So I think it's also the time we're in too. Like it's like a, you know, like it's 40s the new 20s, 60s the new 40, 70s the new 45. I would say like that is what it seems like. I mean, like, you know, like it's like as a society we're evolving because we have technology now, like what you're talking about, that can help our bodies like live longer, you know, or like whereas back in the 90s, like for example, like my dad died of prostate cancer in 2001. They didn't have anything that could like save him then, you know what I mean? It was like, you know, it was like almost like a death sentence. But now with the technologies we have, like it cannot even get to that, right? Like if so you have like one question we had from the audience, this is from, she goes by 3, that's a cool name, but she says, where do stem cells in these patches come from?
The stem cells in the patches? Okay,
yeah.
Good question. There's nothing in the patch that goes into the body. It's called transdermal. You know, it's transitions or transfers from, you know, outside the body through the derma, the skin, into the body. No. That's not this. Nicotine patches, yeah. These X39 stem cell activation patches, no. They're based on light therapy or phototherapy, also known as photobiomodulation therapy, and it's the same principle that the sunlight, there's no vitamin D in the sunlight, but the photons in the sunlight are absorbed through the body and react chemically and electronically, or from a photon level of electrons, and it modulates the body in such a way that the body can now create vitamin D. It's a chemical in the body. The production of vitamin D is based on the absorption of photons from the sun. There's not vitamin D in the sun. Same with these patches. I
get a question. Do you have to like go out in the sun with this patch on so
no.
absorb sun or what? I don't understand.
No. The light that is being used to stimulate the body's own production of stem cells is the light that radiates automatically from our bodies. Like you look through some goggles. You watch a movie. They got the goggles, and you see this guy sneaking around in the alley, and it's a red glow, or you see a green glow through the wall. You know, the military stuff. That is photons radiating from the body, and the glasses can pick up that photon frequency or that light frequency. It's infrared. So our bodies are always radiating photonic or photons in the infrared spectrum. So these patches, let me see. Well, I got one right here on mine. Right here. These patches have a nanoparticles of a crystalline structures in them, and they work like little mirrors, and they reflect the photons radiating from the body off the patch and then back into the body. And when it goes back in, it goes back at a different frequency. And this somehow stimulates the production, instead of vitamin D, it stimulates another chemical called copper peptide. And the copper peptide in the body is a building block of stem cells. So the body's ability to create its own stem cells apparently has to do with just it needs the building blocks. So now the body, instead of producing vitamin D through sunlight, we're producing copper peptides through the photobiomodulation of the patch. So now, loss of copper peptide, body is can now create the stem cells, and those things just start pumping out like fucking crazy, and it will go directly to where the stem cell or the cell damage is. Every damaged cell sends out a chemical that tells, "Hi, I'm fucked up. Please help." And it's all chemical and attraction like that, and it goes through the bloodstream, and these stem cells are all through the bloodstream, and they go, "Whoa, oh, here it is, right here. Heart, oh, liver, oh, kidney, oh, brain, oh, shit. Let's get to work." And then there's another chemical process that the damaged cell senses that the stem cell is there, and then it sends out a signal, hi, I need these kind of cells. And so the stem cells see this, see the damage, and start reproducing themselves in quantity. More stem cells right around the damage, whether it's in the brain or the liver or the kidney, doesn't matter. And then these stem cells, because it's getting signals, reads from the DNA and the RNA, and it'll turn them, these stem cells will turn themselves into the damaged cell, and it starts repairing the body inside out. This shit is fucking gold, man. If you're getting older, aches and pains go away, you get your rejuvenation and energy just because the body's starting to be healed from the inside out, healing itself, because it has the stem cells. That's what bodies do, they heal themselves. So that's what this is.
Now the next big question is, can we get these from your website at richwest.com? And
yeah,
a lot of people in the chat want them right now. A lot of people in the chat are saying, "Oh wow, gimme! Where do we get these?" Like,
okay.
So actually, we should have came up with a promo code for the show, but it's okay. It's fine. Like, I just want everybody to get the knowledge and be happy. Like, like I want to get them for myself. So guys, support the podcast so I can get a couple of these patches and heal myself. Sorry. I'm not trying to make a plea to my audience, but sometimes I have to because I'm a broke podcaster. But anyway, but now how do we get these? Like, what's the
there's a website. It's called lifewave.com / my name, Richard West.
Okay, I'm going to write that in the chat right now so people have it. It's lifewave.com / because I've had Tony Sayers on my show, and he sells these too, these LifeWave patches. But I never got into it this in depth with him. So it's lifewave.com / Richard West.
All one word, Richard West. Yeah.
Okay, I got it in the chat. I put it in the chat for the audience, and I'll pin it too. I'll pin the message if I can.
That's great.
If I can pin it, and I'll have to wait until it goes up one. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna pin the message. Great. But do you take any other supplements?
No. Well, I use other patches. There's a glutathione patch, and the glutathione is like the mother of all antioxidants. And similar fashion, you put on a patch, there's no glutathione in the patch, but it reflects, and it's called phototherapy or phototreatment or photobiomodulation treatment. And the energy, the light energy will reflect off the glutathione production patch, and now the body will start creating its own glutathione. And this is cell damage caused by antioxidation or antioxidants. And glutathione is an antioxidant, and cell damage is caused by the oxidants. So this goes in. Glutathione will its molecular structure from an electron level, it has an excess electron on the outer rings. So when these free radical oxygen molecules that are short one electron, and they will attack your brain, your nerve in billions, right? But these glutathione molecules have extra electrons, and these oxygen molecules will go straight to and grab that electron and get balanced. So that's the short story on how oxidation works and how antioxidants help balance the body and protect us from the oxidative stress, which is cell damage, which is the main reason for all maladies and diseases in the world. Cell damage, duh. It makes sense.
What are your thoughts on C60? Because I heard C60 is supposed to be like a super antioxidant, and it's like supposed to help with effects of radiation, or have you not looked into that much?
No, I haven't looked into that. It sounds good though. Something to look into.
It's I
wanted to say the glutathione as instead of a supplement. You can take supplements and start building your glutathione levels up in your blood over a period of a week or two or three, and it will you'll get an increase. But the glutathione patch will kick up the levels of glutathione in your body within 24 hours, 300%.
That's amazing.
Fucking
that's
unbelievable. But
that's unheard of.
But look at this. Look, this is. Yeah, and that's why I've been taking the glutathione just as long as the X39.
So you take the stem cell patch and the glutathione patch, which you would recommend for me as well?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing that's why I have these this liver issue and these cysts or whatever's going on, like something's breaking down in my body, and it honestly scares me a little bit. But the crazy thing is like I don't feel bad all the time. I just feel bad some of the time, and then I have a lot of fatigue. So like I'm sleeping a lot. Whereas I used to run 5 miles a day. I used to would be out there running. I would jog in the middle of winter. I'd be like, because I live in Pittsburgh, so it's always cold here. So, but I would literally be out on freezing cold days. I would just bundle up, and then once you get warm, it's not as bad running. You can run for a long time, but then what happens is you start to sweat, and then you're in the cold, and that becomes a cold sweat. So you want to get out of it. You can only run for like 30 minutes in the middle of the winter, but you can do it for sure. But like I used to do that. I used to be all about it. I was gung ho on running. Like I haven't run that much lately. I've been down for the count, man. Like I do a lot of podcasts, but I haven't been my same active self. I used to do 200 to 400 push-ups a day, 300 to 400 bicep curls, 400 crunches. Wow. I never did weights. I just did like free range exercises like pull-ups, push-ups, curls. I used bicep curl, like things, but I never did like did the bench press or squats or anything like that. I just did running, push-ups, pull-ups, crunches, and I used the one weights for bicep curls, and that was my whole workout regimen. And I got ripped. I was like in perfect shape in 2018. But then what happened was like my body just, I don't know if it's from going from 38 to 43, because I noticed that like was from 2018 to 2020, my body went from ripped to not as ripped, and then now in 2020 to 2023 I've become a mess. I'm not something that I would want to look at, because like I'm a perfectionist as far as like health. I like to be healthy, but I can't, because there's something like physically, like I feel like something's weighing me down. Like I feel like I have to sleep all the time, and it's just something's messed me up. I don't know what it is. That's why I went into mainstream medical. I didn't even want to go to mainstream medical. You know what I mean? Like I did not want to deal with them, but I was like, if they can help me and get me out of this, then I'll do it. But they couldn't find anything. So I'm kind of left wondering, scratching my head. But going back to what you were saying, and sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent, but what I was saying was, if this could be something really promising, I definitely want to get it. But it's out of my price range right now, but I'm going to see if I can, figure out a way to get them. Like it sounds like something I need for, for my longevity and to get back in shape. Yeah. What would you think?
Yeah, I think I highly recommend it. And there's at least a 30-day money-back guarantee, and it might be 90 days. Check it out, the details. But yeah, you can try them out. Yeah. Also, on my regular website, richwest.net, there's a tab, stem cell activation patches. Over there, you can read more about it and watch some videos of the various testimonies. There's hundreds. I have about 20 or 30 of these videos of people using the patches and getting amazing, phenomenal results in all kinds of ways. It's
amazing. That's fascinating.